Good morning, everyone. From the barn, it's 6 in the morning. Definitely a colder walk to work than normal for me. I normally walk down to the basement, but it's our first day working from here. Now, I say that loosely because we just have a temporary setup. It's gonna be still a lot of setup going through. You can see like we still got a lot of empty shelves. We have so much to do, and we really wanna set it up right. So I am extremely excited for this. There's so much space in here. The shelf wall speaks to my soul. I love the thing. Floor to ceiling, 178 bins we can get on those shelves. And then we got to figure out what to do with the rest of this space, where to bring my desk in, Sky Guy's desk, and get our setups just kind of going, get things rolling here. It's crazy. This is going to open up so many opportunities for us. I cannot wait. So let's get to it. So here's the box shelves. These used to be, all the boxes used to be in a closet under my stairs. This is definitely better, and this might have a little bit of room for improvement. The goal is to have like, kind of like this shelf, these ones down here to be like the most commonly used boxes. We got our bubble envelopes all on this little thing here. Bubble wrap stacked up. That seems to be probably the best way to do it. We thought about hanging it from the walls up here, like from nails. I don't know, that would probably look a little better, but it may not be as efficient because we can get like 7 high right here, 6 or 7, and we probably could only get 3 on the wall in this section because the rolling stairs still have to be able to go up to it, otherwise we won't be able to reach. And we're really just keeping rolling stairs to this aisle right here. We got a lot of loose boxes that we just got to break down and put up. Trying to figure out where we should put those or how we store those, because I get boxes in all the time for stuff that I reuse. They just don't work as well with our systems here of like knowing where each size box is. So we got to figure that out. We might just have like one shelf of random size boxes. I'm not sure. Let me know if you have ideas. You know, in the old shipping station above the bubble wrap arm, which we're gonna put here for this to be the shipping station. Above that, we had a shelf that had our most commonly used boxes. So I think we're gonna do that again, because that just makes sense. The boxes you're using multiple times a day. And a lot of times I have stacked up like non-broken down smaller boxes that I will almost certainly use that day, like this one. Just a good sized box that I use for a lot of things. I'll probably use it that day or that week. So why break it down, right? So we got all this wall space up here we get to figure out what to do with. We've got this wall, you know, that will probably end up being a shelf or a workstation here, not sure. Sky Guy might end up working right here, assuming he fits okay and we clear that table out. But we want the workstations to be pretty separate from like testing stations, right? So that's why this right here will likely be testing station, but we need to get a bigger table in here because that's going to be too small. That's probably going to be a whatnot table. We do have this table, so that can probably be used for the testing station. I got in these new things. Gonna like really nicely organize and label all of our cords, cables, chargers, expansion packs, whatever it is to go in those. It's kind of chaotic, the current system we have. We want to clean it up. So there's a lot going through my mind. I got to figure out what the most important things are to get done today. Got to break down all these boxes. This will be an obvious one. We just got to make it feel a little more homey in here, a little clean. We got to figure out where to put this shelf. I think that's going to be a collection shelf, but thing is, the room upstairs is too short for it. So we would have to cut off the top level. So that's why it's kind of just sitting here right now. Lots going through the mind, but I'm very excited. It's just amazing to be able to make these types of decisions. And I still have to set that up. Gosh, that should probably be like real close to the top of my list. The Echo Master, 50 discs it cleans at a time. It takes it a long time, but you just set it and forget it. And that I'm really stoked about. So maybe I'll get that set up today. We've got power. Following a video getting it set up and got to the power stage, so we're getting there. This thing is gonna be absolutely crazy. I think right here is where you put the 50 discs. You just stack them up and it kind of feeds them through one at a time. If you do them on like a medium clean, it'll still take about 4 hours to get them all done. But the thing is, set it and forget it. Like we can set this at the end of the workday and just come back the next morning to 50 clean discs, which is absolutely insane. We've been doing one at a time, swapping them out every 5 or so minutes in that machine. It's a great machine, but the capability of doing 50 at a time is going to be a game changer because we already have all these that need resurfacing. One at a time here would be a nightmare. But 50, we're going to get through this in like a week. And then we'll be able to just constantly add to it. And it's going to be amazing, and I'm so excited. Sky Guy has arrived.
I am here.
Which means we need some desks. So we're going to get our desks set up right in this area. Hopefully we're going to have a nice little double L setup, or double U. W. The W. Hopefully like 3 minimum and maybe 4 people can work in that setup. And then
just there.
Yeah, like, which is amazing. We're trying to keep this half of the barn very clear. The other half is storage focused. Alpal's back there shipping for our whatnot that we did yesterday. How's that going, Alpal?
Good.
Good. The people can't hear you or see you in that case. Great, great. So I think we're gonna have this just be like the shipping laptop. And I got a different laptop in a trade that Alpal's gonna upgrade to. So this is shipping station. Probably gonna be testing station here, but. And then the Echo Master is getting close, guys. I got it to the point where I think we're going to be able to get it going.
That's
so
nice.
And kind of test how loud it is and all that. So
Now, as far as we have a lot of GameCube games that need cleaning.
Yep.
There's a special little adapter
Yeah.
that you need for those. Are you going to buy
50 of them? No.
No, don't buy 50 of them. They're $15 a piece.
Yeah, so I think GameCube games, we're still just going to clean in this. That's the other reason to keep this. Because you would have to buy 50 adapters if you wanted to clean 50 at a time in this machine.
Yep. And you can't actually clean
nice.
50 with the adapters. What is it? It's like 42 or something?
Yeah, it's a little
with the
lower because they're a
thickness.
little taller, yeah. That's a good point. And we're going to go bring our desks over, and hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have somewhat of a setup over there.
We're going to fix Chase's cable management.
Oh,
You've been
hallelujah.
asking for years.
I need help.
We'll get it nice.
Don't worry, I won't have anything to do with that. Can I get a like for fixing this disaster of a problem? It's not good, and I realize that. And we're gonna fix it. Well, we got this desk out that half door. Guess how? Should we tell him?
Nah, that took 2 hours. These.
I don't know, brother.
Oh, I know what these are. These. Okay, hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? This is my good angle. I had Chase record me down here. These little things are very cool. So you stick these under the desk like that, and you just thread cable right through there if you want. I'm not going to mess with those, but I'm going to use these zip ties. So part of the problem, these things have been dangling down. These are cords just for the table, but there is cable management up here. So I'm going to unplug these, thread it through, and just get it all bunched up right under there. So that will solve this issue of them just being like here for so long.
Yeah.
And that alone is going to make it look a lot nicer.
That'll make a big difference.
And make it less confusing for everything else.
We debated making a W, having his desk come out here, but
We tried every position. This one feels the most.
this feels the most open. And then Alpal is gonna have this area. Matt or whoever else, we usually have somebody else here like 3 days a week, and they can sit on this side of this table to keep it a little more open. So we're gonna have 3 to 4 people working in this area a lot of the time. Sky Guy's gonna have another setup upstairs for editing, so it's really quiet. Testing station, we're gonna need to put a bigger table over there. We still have one table here, and we have one more in the game room downstairs still.
Yeah.
We got 2 more tables that are like good size.
As far as tables go.
That table's gonna go upstairs for whatnot stuff too. So
Yeah. So we'll have there's the folding or this table that will maybe go over there. We have the other folding one that can go upstairs. We have the actual whatnot table that'll go up there. That little one could honestly just be a workstation. That means I really think we can make it work. Otherwise, worst case scenario, we can get one more standing desk maybe for upstairs.
Yeah, I think that would
because-
be nice.
Yeah, I would like to have a table behind the Whatnot setup. So if we're doing Whatnot right here, we have our table, have a table just beyond that where Alex can kind of manage everything, or whoever else is helping out can manage everything. And right next to him will be a tower with Whatnot items, so he can just hand them right to us or slide them to the end of the table. And we're not having to run back and forth. And that's if we have 3 people doing it. Usually our daytime
that'll be for big shows.
It's just us, but for big shows we need that. And so maybe having a folding table that we can take up and down for that kind of scenario would be best.
That'd be ideal.
So they just finished the floor. We did also decide to go against the dirt floor design for in here as well.
Yeah.
I like the feeling of sand between my toes when I'm sitting down.
Just kidding.
And then in here, so you put a little metal piece there. I like this. I really do. I think that's nice because we can slide out the whole thing if we ever need to get behind there, which we won't.
Alright, so we're getting 900 megabits download speed when connected with Ethernet.
Yeah, we have 1,000, so that's total. So it's expected. We're losing a little bit, but that's normal. Then what is it?
We've never gotten anywhere close to that though. We've never gotten more than 500. We got the right hardware now,
which is
to max it out.
To give you guys an idea, this is like server. I mean, this is what like a giant church would have. As far as everything that we have going on, this has room to grow. This still isn't even all of it. So we have a server, long-term like a NAS storage system with 24 terabytes, I think is what we have, or 36 terabytes. Oh, there is a light in here. Yeah. So if you need, we are going to do like a full twin won't fit, but like a child-size mattress can go right under here. So for nap time, you can just curl up.
It's pretty nice.
The screens.
Yeah, there they are.
Let me pull these out.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So we're set up with the Echo Master. I'm gonna put in, I got like 3 burner discs that I've always used for this, just junky discs to make sure the machine's working well. We're gonna see how long it takes to clean 3 on like a light clean and kind of see how they turn out. So you gotta put them on like, Paul, for your reference too, you gotta put them on this label, or the scratch part faced up. And not that. This is where it spits them out when they're clean. Okay, and then we'll select CD, light, and you can program how many it's doing, or he said on the video that it just like stops after the discs are out, so you don't actually have to do that. So even if it's 3, 20, 25, 30, you can just hit start, and you don't have to change the 50 disc thing. So hit start.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital.
And I hope it's set up right. But that's why I'm doing the burner disc first.
A few minutes later.
A few minutes later. How long has it been? Like 9 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes? The light run through is done. So it came onto the little spindle thing. Okay, so that one's got a little mark, but wow, right? We just gotta wipe that off, but they look perfect. They all look absolutely stunning.
Wow.
Like better than what they often look like in this. It's probably the best clean paper towel. It's a burner disc. So we're ready, full send. 50 discs.
Let's go.
That gets me really, really pumped up. Come with me real quick. I'm gonna start with all the bundlers.
Ooh.
Look at all these. I think these are all like Wii Sports or something too.
That's not even all of them we have, right?
No, we got another bin somewhere full of bundlers, so.
So these are all, this need to be cleaned.
Yes. All these need to be cleaned. There's more Wii Sports. Woo, baby. All right, 50, here we come.
All right, so Alex is still shipping. I'm getting Chase's monitors all set up. This was just some Black Friday deal. It's the HP X27Q, so that means it's a 27-inch monitor. It's 165 hertz, which it's meant for gaming. Chase will never have to use 165 hertz, but I really like this monitor with its box design because you actually just, here's how you build it. It's super nice. You don't have to take out all the pieces and like struggle to put them on. The box was built to like help you put on the actual screen, which is nice. This isn't a sponsor or anything. I've had a lot of computer monitors, and these ones are very nice. I have one for my workstation right now. Here's what it looks like all set up nice and stuff. But it's in between 1080p and 4K. It's 1440p, I believe, or it's like 2K 2180 something or other. I forget. But yeah, so we're gonna set this one up next. Oh. So, all right, Alpal's gonna sing. So he'll be singing in the background. So we have this here. This is the bass. Oh my gosh, shut up.
Shut your pie hole. We're working here.
So all it is one screw. All you have to do is tighten this. That little metal part comes through there, keeps this thing nice and secure. This whole thing does move, although it's not right now for whatever reason. But here's what we do. We come over here. We just pinch and kind of tear this open. Oh. And then all we got to do is put it right there, and it just snaps in oh so wonderfully. Watch, I can do this with one hand. Boom. Then you just lift the whole thing out like that, and you set it on the table, and looky there. 2 out of 3 done. I'm just leaving these things on until I get them all done. And then we got to test to make sure that they all actually work. If you're a nerd and you like DisplayPort, it does only come with DisplayPort by default. So, but it does still have, I think, an HDMI port or 2. Okay, here is the state of Chase's workstation so far. So, Chase's brother likes doing cable management as well. So I'm getting things set up into place so we can eventually use, where are they? We got stuff everywhere. Where? Oh, they're over here. So we have these things. I don't know if we already showed them off or not, but essentially you can cut these down. These go up under the desk, and then you can run the cable all inside and then have them come out inside these little prong things. So I'm not sure if how many of those we're gonna use, how we're gonna use it, and then actually this slides over when you're finished, so it makes it nice and sealed. One of the things I'm trying to figure out is if we're going to mount all these things directly under so we can free up a lot of table space, because right now, the issue I think we're gonna run into is, one, where's everything gonna be plugged into? So it's actually, Chase doesn't have like a tower PC. It all runs off of this, just a super nice computer, little laptop. So that needs to be plugged in, likely to this port or just one of these extenders. I would like the idea of it being on its own independent thing. I am currently running all of the cables down so we can count how many are USB versus how many are actual cables or power cords, so we can then see how we're going to use these. So these are little extenders. If you don't have one of these for your workstation, definitely get it. It's an independently powered, essentially extender where you can have an extra monitor. This one is very, very old. As you can see, there's a DVI. That doesn't exist anymore. So powers through this, and this one would plug into the computer. This is a very, very old type of USB. But this is the new one where it could run through USB-C. So that little guy would plug right there. And then we have access to 2 display ports, so we can actually use the display port functionality that some of these have. And I'll probably do an HDMI one on this one, because normally he has, like, you know, not super important stuff over there. And then we have the option to run stuff through there. I have more USB 3s. I think they're all USB 3. And then there's even more spots right here. So I think you can daisy chain these together possibly through the instructions. That's what it kind of looked like. So nerd stuff out of the way. We're going to make it really, really nice. Get all the cables nice and organized, as efficient as possible, so there's not 3, you know, charging things just sitting on the floor. All of these are what Chase was using. Some of these are old. I think maybe what we'll do is just order a couple more of these just to have one for every workstation. Like, I already see us needing one over here, probably 1 and 2 over here. Because Alex, are you here?
No.
Oh, you're up there. Alex, you need a power bay, correct? For over here?
No, I already have a power strip.
You have a power strip? Why did Chase say for me to order one?
For
that's that side of your station. Okay. And then we'll likely need one as well for here, if this ends up being the testing station. We have a bin that says testing station, so I think that's where it's gonna go, but we're gonna put a different table there. Who says reselling isn't a real job? Alex, we lost a light already. What the heck?
We've had these on for like a week.
It's gotta be a connection issue though. I just tried turning them off and back on again and that didn't fix the problem. I wonder if it's well, no, there's 4 right here. I was saying that one's only 3, 1, 2, 3. But this one's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it not connected? Did it come undone?
No, I can pull the stairs over there.
All right, well, let's take a look. That's unfortunate. Yeah. All right, well, we got it. So that whole part just slid?
Oh.
Okay, well, so don't touch it. It must have been from when we were putting boxes or something up there. It got hit.
Yeah, that probably makes sense.
So we'll just know to be careful with that one. So they're on like these little slide pieces, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And so that part was just separated a bit.
Ooh, those are bright.
Yeah, this is how it'll be. It takes up a lot more desk space.
Yes.
So, but it'll be nice. And maybe we're talking, maybe we'll get you a monitor arm set up.
Yeah.
They have, I do feel like, so if you got a three monitor one, you'd have to mount it way back there. So maybe doing a 2 arm right here that can go right here. That way you can still orient those, however. And then maybe a single back here.
Alpal, can you use these for packaging? Sure you can. we reuse everything around here as much as we can.
Yep, so all these boxes will, well, be burned, but the insides will be used. You can't really reuse those, unfortunately. But we are going to keep them just so we can test the monitors and make sure that they all work. Now, as I was saying, they are DisplayPort, so we're going to have to get some HDMI cords, but they can all be tilted forward and back, and you can raise the height or lower them if you want, so.
These are going to be nice.
Yeah.
Matching monitors.
And then it's IPS, so the glare shouldn't affect it too much from the windows.
Cool. I dig it. I'm excited. So the master is done. 50 discs have been cleaned. It took it about 4 hours, so kind of as expected. We started at 11:45, and about 3:45 it got done. We're gonna see how they look. Now some of these, when I was putting them in there, were horrible looking. So I feel like there may be a stack that we have to like run through at a deeper level because I did a light clean. But this one looks pretty fabulous.
Yeah, it does.
That's Mario Kart. Most of them are going to be Mario Kart or Wii Sports. Okay, so I feel like we need to get a new microfiber cloth.
Yes.
Over here.
I got you, bro.
Because it looks like there's just a little bit of residue on them, which is like when we take them out of the Auto Smart, there's always residue. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hello.
But honestly, if you get that water off,
Yeah, those look good.
it's like fantastic. So I would say this is going to be a game changer. And the cool thing is, it's end of day today, pretty much. So we can start another batch of 50, set it, come back tomorrow morning, and we got another 50 ready to go. So we're going to get through those really fast. It wasn't a problem. We recorded all day while that thing was going. So I don't think it interrupted the audio very much because it didn't seem to in real life. But yeah, very exciting stuff. Well, the day is coming to an end. First real day in the barn. Very surreal. Got my setup going on. Alpal has shipped almost all the whatnot stuff. We've cleaned up a little bit. I just added this table to the center of the room. This is going to be a table we fold up when we're done. That's where we're going to do the whatnot auction tomorrow. Because we got a surprise upstairs that we want to save for the biggest auction. The disc cleaner's been going in the background, which is glorious. It's at disc 30 of 50. We started at 11:45. It's like 2 o'clock now, so 4 hours is looking like a pretty accurate guess on a light clean.
How long would it have taken you to clean 50 discs otherwise?
Oh, it just would have taken so long. Like a week of like, maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 days of actively changing out the disc every 5 minutes and just like interrupting whatever you were doing. Shout out to the sealed game shelf right here. All sealed. Some really nice stuff. It's nice to get that all laid out. And then we still have all these empty shelves to do something with, guys. It's going to be crazy. Our journey has just begun, and 2023 is going to be the craziest year yet. So subscribe, because we're going to be putting out content like crazy. We'll see you guys next time. Barbara do crap mo stank. Mo licky, the chippy dippy.